Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make chocolate macarons with Nutella ice cream. I'll walk you through the process on how to make the ice cream and how to make the chocolate macaron shells. If you find this video helpful in any way, please make sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. That way you don't miss any upcoming recipes. And of course, this video is part of my series on macaron ice cream sandwiches. I always use heavy whipping cream and sweetened condensed milk as the base for the ice cream. Now here I messed up because I added the cocoa powder before the sweetened condensed milk, but it really didn't make any of a difference, so it's okay. It's just the steps that I take. I prefer to add the sweetened condensed milk right after the heavy cream has reached stiff peaks. I used my stand mixer for this recipe and the ice cream came together super fast in like 5 minutes. But of course, if you're using a handheld mixer, it may take a little bit longer, but it's still going to come out just fine. The ice cream does need to set for 4 to 6 hours or even overnight. I prefer to prepare the ice cream a day before I make the macarons. That way I can be sure that by the time the macarons are done, the ice cream's good to go and I can put them together. For the macarons, I used my beginner French macaron recipe, but I took out 10 grams of the powdered sugar and replaced it with the cocoa powder. I don't process my almond flour and powdered sugar. To me, that's an unnecessary step. But if you feel that your almond flour is too grainy or too lumpy, you can process it to make it finer. I don't find the need to do that. All I do is sift the powdered sugar and the almond flour together into the same bowl and then just combine that all together with my spatula, set it to the side until my meringue is ready to go. Getting the meringue right is important, so pay attention. You start with your egg whites like this. You get them to look frothy and white like this. You start adding the granulated sugar a little bit at a time like this. You keep whipping the egg whites until they reach stiff peaks. Not like this because they're not ready yet. Watch, watch, watch. Not ready, not holding its peak, not holding a shape. So keep whipping until you reach a stiff peak. Look at that. Getting the batter to the right consistency is also very important. So again, pay attention. Add half of the dry ingredients to the meringue and fold until you no longer see any dry ingredients. And look, the peak is stuck to the spatula. You see how stiff the meringue is? That peak is holding on for dear life. Look at that. I thought that was funny. I usually cut out a lot of the recording from the macaronage process because I feel like it's really repetitive and it can get a little bit boring. But I wanted to leave it in for this video in case you guys need a visual of what folding looks like. It's the same process or the same movement over and over again until you get the dry ingredients incorporated with the meringue. After the first half of the dry ingredients have been incorporated into the meringue, then go in and add the second half and do the same movements, the same folding motion to get that combined into the meringue as well. Once all of the dry ingredients and the second addition are incorporated, that's when you want to start checking the consistency of your batter to make sure that you're not under or over folding. Because of the cocoa powder, these macarons already have a slight brown color to them, but I wanted them to be a little bit darker, so I added some brown food coloring by the Sugar Art. I will link their products down below in the description box, and you can always use the affiliate code DIALATREATS for 10% off your purchase. We're still folding, still doing the same motions over and over again. And at this point, your arm is going to get tired, but honestly, I think that lets you know that you're getting there. Once your arm starts getting tired, you start checking the consistency of your batter, and you will be very close to being done with the macaronage. Once you see that the batter falls off your spatula in a flowing motion like this, then it's ready to be poured into the piping bag fitted with a round tip. This silicone mat was perfect for the size that I wanted the macarons to be. If I didn't have this mat, I would have made a template using my Cricut, but this one worked out perfect. And I could have piped the macarons onto the silicone mat, but then I would have needed to wash the silicone mat. And one thing about me is I hate washing dishes, so here we are. While the macarons are resting, I preheat my oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and before I put them in the oven, I make sure that they are dry and they have formed the skin on the top. So I run my finger or tap my finger on top of them, and if no batter comes off, they're ready to be baked. These baked for about 20 to 22 minutes since they're a little bit bigger than the standard macaron size. Took about 20 to 22 minutes. I let them down completely before removing them from the parchment paper and pairing them together. You do have to work fast in this step because the ice cream starts melting really fast. So as soon as I put the ice cream onto the macarons, I piped on some Nutella just to add a little bit more Nutella flavor to them. Then I place the other macaron shell on top and quickly place them in the freezer. And I'm not saying this because I made these, but these were so freaking good. If you like chocolate or you know somebody that loves chocolate, you have to make these. They're so full of chocolate flavor that honestly I think I ate at least half of them, not even going to lie. But I really hope you guys try out this recipe. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Also, if you have any suggestions for recipes that you want to see from me, leave those in the comments as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.